Hola, people. Hello. Welcome to our afternoon edition of Deviant Daily. I'm exhausted. How's everyone doing? What's up? We're going to work with Ask and It Is Given cards today. But before we go into the reading, I do want to say I've received some. Well, hello, Katrina. I've received some funny messages, but I don't know if they were supposed to be like offensive or not. It's just they're funny. I'm not on camera, so you're not missing anything. I'm not on camera. I'm choosing not to be on camera right now, just because I kind of like just having the graphics up and being able to talk through things without having to be on camera. I mean, I will return to camera when I feel like it, but no, I haven't had any plastic surgery. Like, shit, like I'm not embarrassed. If I got something done, I'd be flaunting it. I don't care. Like if I had something done, y'all, I'm not gonna be like deny it. I'd be like, yeah, bitch got a nose job. Hey. But I don't want one. I don't want one. So maybe I get some fillers. I don't know. Well, hello, Mitchie. Hey, T Lynn. But yeah, I don't have any like procedures being done on my face or anything. That's not why I'm behind the camera or behind the scenes. And I'm not depressed. I'm not like, oh, can't, I don't want people to see me. I don't feel ugly. I just don't want to be on camera, and I'm not hiding from anybody. I Yeah, none of that. So I'm just enjoying being able to have the freedom of just talking. Okay. I want my fat transferred to my boob. Oh my gosh, right? I wish I could get my fat transferred to my ass. That would be nice. I'm like, well, hello. Yeah, there's a lot of things I like to address, but that's the I'm getting a lot of messages like, why aren't you on camera? Did you have something done? What's wrong with you? I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me. Really, there's not, I promise. I mean, there's many things wrong with me, but I'm trying to work through that stuff. But really, I just enjoy what we're doing here. Well, hello, Brianna. Hello, Jade. But yeah, so oh my goodness, it's just funny. People have a lot of like assumptions, and I guess because I'm always on camera. Um, oh, I do have piercing bumps, but I just that's not why I'm not on camera though. Like I got my nose pierced, and I got piercing bumps, and they're going away though, so that's cool. But I wouldn't care like if I had the piercing bumps, if you saw my bumps, like I don't care. Um, but yeah, yeah. So, with that being said, I've addressed that. Oh, I think I have two books left to sell, two or three books left to sell. US orders only. I apologize. I'm not shipping to Canada. I'm not shipping to the UK. Nowhere. I'm shipping to the US, and I apologize, but it's just too much. It's very problematic right now to ship outside of the US, but I don't feel comfortable doing it because the shipping, even though you might want to pay it, it's just so much. Like, and it's not a judgment on if you can or cannot. The book I'm selling is worth it for sure, but I'm selling it for 35 bucks, and shipping at times is even more than that. And I just don't like that. I'm not comfortable with that. Like, you could buy two books, right? You can buy several books, honestly. So and I don't have it. This is done. Like once, finally, y'all, finally, I have like three books left to sell. And running a special 35, that's including shipping. So you get free shipping. So if you want one, message me, and US orders only, and I will get one out to you. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot, y'all. There's a lot in my mind right now. So let's get to it. Look at this beautiful filter. I love being toasty. I love being like sun kissed. It's so much fun. Well, hey, Tanya. Welcome. So we have two cards I want to discuss today. Two cards. First card, an empty feeling is telling me something important. An empty feeling is telling me something important. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? So, a negative feeling indicates that your current choice of thoughts is so out of harmony with your source energy that you are disallowing your full connection to that energy stream. You could say that your fuel tank is approaching empty. Your emotions do not create, but they do indicate what you are currently attracting. So, a negative feeling indicates that your current choice of thoughts is so out of harmony with your source energy. And remember, like, source energy is one of love. Even, and this is the thing, like, source energy, it does not, does not condemn, does not judge. It simply exists. We as humans, as physical creatures, right? We place ethics and morals and such on the world because we have to live in this world, right? So we judge things, we make things good, we make things bad. But source is of love, is just simply energy. And so a negative feeling indicates that your current choice of thoughts is so out of harmony with your source energy. So when we are feeling negative, we feel some type of way, we recognize, and again, no, please, no judgment, okay? Because there are times we feel like shit, we feel negative, we have those moments, or days, or months, whatever. We have that. We don't need to deny it, we don't need to cover it up and make it pretty. We simply have those things and we can honor them. But it simply does mean that we are out of alignment with, and out of harmony with our source, right? Um, and that we are somehow not allowing ourselves to connect with that source energy, with who we really are and where we really come from. Does that make sense? And so your emotions do not create, but they do indicate what you are currently attracting. And so I like it because it's like, why is it so hot in here, y'all? I just turned the air on. Fuck. And so that feeling, our feelings are indicators to where we are, how we feel helps us understand what we are attracting, what we are investing in. And so sometimes it's like, okay, I don't feel that great. I don't feel that great. And I realize, like, when I don't feel that great, I am focused on things that don't feel good to me. I am focused on stress. I'm focused on situations that bring stress. I am focused on worry. I am so focused on all of these things at once that I don't feel good. And I realize as well that as I don't feel good and I focus on it so much, I am also using this time to attract that type of energy. I'm painting my reality with that energy. So it is important that I am able to recognize that. And when I can reach for that best feeling. I can reach for something better when I can pay attention to my feelings, and then I can address them and I can work with them and work through them to help me focus on something that feels a little better for myself. So an empty feeling is telling me something important. There's something going on here. Does that make sense? An empty feeling is telling me something that I need to be aware of. Like, yeah, I don't feel good. Okay, that's okay. Let's talk about it. Let's explore it. We can have those conversations with ourselves or with someone else, but it's like, okay, I feel there's something wrong. I'm not happy right now, but I need to know why. So I explore that. I ask myself those questions, like, why don't I feel good? What's going on? What am I giving my attention to? And another thing is, like, if we look at maybe what's manifesting in our lives, if we look at that, and we can pay attention to how we feel. Like, okay, this is coming up in my life and it's not that great. I'm having a negative experience, I'm having a challenge or friction oriented experience, and I need to pay attention to how I feel, because my feelings will help me discern what I'm focused upon. So I see that things are happening in my life, I see that things are manifesting in my life. I'm going through experiences that are not necessarily feeling that great, but I know that I have the power to choose differently. I know that I can alter course, right? I can change things. And so, what am I feeling and what am I focused upon? And what can I do to change that? What can I do to shift my thought process? What can I do to maybe start to, how can I make myself feel better? What can I do to feel better? Let me start doing that. And then as I feel better, as I do the things to sort of shift the vibe of the situation, I see things in my life start to change. I see the physical manifestation that was initiated with these thoughts and these the altering of feelings and such. So keep that in mind as we enter our second card, which we've had before, which I love. First, I reach for joy, and all else follows. What does that say to you? First, I reach for joy, and all else follows. So once you consciously identify your current state of emotion, it becomes easier for you to understand whether you are choosing thoughts that move you closer to your desired destination or farther from your desired destination. If you will make the improved feeling or emotion your real destination, then anything and everything that you want will quickly follow. So, what does that say? How does that make you feel? Once you consciously identify your current state of emotion, it becomes easier for you to understand whether you are choosing thoughts that move you closer to your desired destination or farther from your desired destination. So, first I reach for joy and all else follows. Well, hello, Ramona. Welcome. Welcome. So, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What comes up for you? What do you think about? I think that it's important because a lot of times we focus on things. We focus on having certain like goals to meet this or meet that or whatever. But if we can focus, like if our goal may be to feel better, if we can focus on feeling good, if we can make that our focus and our priority and feeling joy, right? And we get there, then other things just fall into place, right? So when we focus on bringing joy into our lives, like whatever that means, again, whenever we focus on doing the things we love and focus on bringing joy into my life, however it can, however we can manifest it, and we feel better, and we're having fun, we're just enjoying the time that we have. A lot of things in our life seem to get better because that energy of joy is working its way through our situations, and then it's being expressed and shared into our life and co-creating with whatever is being present. And so we are utilizing joy now to paint the canvas of our reality. Does that make sense? And so that's like the choice here. It's like, okay, an empty feeling is telling me something important. So we recognize that our reality is a canvas, right? We are the creators, we are the artists, we are the painters. And so are we painting from empty feelings? Are we painting from a place that is there's something going on here, I don't feel that great? Or are we choosing to paint from a place of joy? And there's no judgment either way, because again, we all flirt on all aspects of this spectrum, right? We all do. Like, we have moments where we're extremely negative and we're going through it, and we're painting with it. And then we have times where we're extremely joyous and happy, and we're going through it and we're painting with it. It's just the ability to recognize where we are. I know that it helps me when I recognize that I'm going through a sort of, I'm painting with fear, I'm painting with maybe negativity, I'm painting with struggle, right? It helps me. It doesn't always like keep me from the struggle. It doesn't always keep me from the fear, but understanding like, oh, I'm in this situation where I am painting with the fear. It helps me because I recognize that I'm going through something. I recognize that I'm able to shift it a little, or a lot. It just depends. And then I know that when I'm ready, I can reach for something that feels better. And when I feel better, I know that I will paint better pictures or things that just feel better. Okay, does that make sense? Let me know if I'm making sense. Let me know if you get it. But I like these two cards together because again, it's just like pay attention to your feelings, pay attention to what you feel about things, and before you take action, let's reach for joy. Let's reach for joy and know that as we reach for joy, as we reach to feel better, to feel good, that everything else starts to follow. Because when we're happy, it's a lot like, if you see kids, like one of them's laughing and the other one's like laughing with them, and then it's just like it's very toxic. Like, not toxic, shit, toxic. Fuck. It is toxic. I don't want to be happy. No, it's very intoxicating. It's very oh, sugar. It's contagious. So when you have kids like laughing, blah, 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 and then you start to laugh because it's just so cute. It's just so, so much contagious. Yeah. I don't know why toxic came up. It was funny, but it just flows better. And it just spreads. One person laughing and just enjoying and having fun, and then boom, it just spreads like wildfire. It's wonderful. And I think that that's something that for us to just be very aware of our emotions. And our emotions can indicate what we are attracting. If we feel really good, we know. Tanya, if we feel really good, and please, again, I want us to understand this is simply life, right? So there's no judgment if we don't feel good, but we know that when we don't feel good, we really don't want to use it to paint our reality any more than we have to, right? Because when we don't feel good, we understand that we're working with this sort of energy. And so the thing here is to always to reach for that better feeling, to always try to our goal to feel better, whatever that means for us. Our goal is to be in joy and to be in happiness and to focus on what that means. It's not to cover up the negative feelings. It's not to cover up when we feel somber, when we feel maybe depressed, when we feel anxious. We don't cover that stuff up. We don't lie to ourselves. We are absolutely honest with ourselves. So the goal here is to understand where we are in our life, and the goal is to focus on bringing more of the things we enjoy and to find happiness where we can and to find what we love where we can. And so when we go through things, it's easier for us to come out of them because we understand how this is playing out in life and what we're working with. And we want fresh paint. We want, fresh paint. So any last minute thoughts? I feel like that's really good. I feel like that was what was needed to be expressed today. An empty feeling is telling me something important, and first I reach for joy, and all else follows. So always make it a point, no matter where we are in life, to reach for that joy, to for that to be the goal. Like, oh, because when our goal is to reach for joy where we can, to find the happiness in the little things or in the big things or whatever in our life, to find things we can appreciate and love, then we obtain that goal every day. We can find things every day that we love. And as we do that, we bring more of that into our life. We bring more of that energy into our space to work with. Okay. So that was good. That was good. Was it good? I liked that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh yeah. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And yes, I have like 2 or 3 paperback books left of the Deviant Grimoire. Um, and again, US orders only, and it's not a tarot book. It's a book that I co-wrote with on witchcraft, and so it's huge. It's over 700 pages. It's funny. It's very entertaining. You'll enjoy it. So if you want it, message me. Message the page. You have to message. If you don't message, I can't get it. But yeah, message me so I know that you want it. And it is $35, includes shipping. So shipping is free. But yeah, yeah. So that's still available. I have like two, I need to make sure, two or three copies left. I do have a hardcover left as well. The spine was just like a prototype, so it's not the same spine, but if that doesn't bother you, it's still the same material. $35. Nope, I don't. It's in the US only. No, no outside of US because shipping is just stupid, y'all. It's ridiculous. And then like just there's issues. Issues. But yeah, if you want the prototype of the hardcover, that's also I'll knock it down and it'd be $35 as well. Includes shipping or includes free shipping. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. So if you want to know how to support this channel, buy my book, or there are various ways too. You can, bless me with something off my Amazon wish list, tip your witch via PayPal. Just engage with me and share my content and talk with me. Y'all just talk with me. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. We do these videos Monday through Friday, 2 times a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and I show up and you show up and together we create amazingness. So I hope you enjoyed. I did, and I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. So take care.